Just a few minutes off of I-70 west of Denver, near Golden, Colorado, is the Buffalo Bill Museum and Grave. Located on the top of Lookout Mountain, you can learn about the fascinating life of William F. Buffalo Bill Cody, one of the most famous people of his time, his Wild West show, and its participants. Buffalo Bill was born in LeClaire in the Iowa Territory on February 26, 1846, just months before Iowa became a state. In 1853, while he was still a child, his father, Isaac Cody, moved the family to Leavenworth, Kansas. Cody left home soon after the age of 11 to herd cattle and work as a driver on the wagon trail. He learned fur trapping and gold mining, and according to PonyExpress.org, quote, William Buffalo Bill Cody claims to have been a rider for the Pony Express around Julesburg, Colorado. He probably did more to contribute to the legend of the Pony Express by showcasing it in his Wild West show, end quote. After the Civil War, Cody scouted for the Army and gained the nickname Buffalo Bill as a hunter providing meat. While he was known locally for his ventures, it was not until he met Ned Buntline, a dime novelist, who transformed his life into a series of larger-than-life stories that he became famous. Buffalo Bill died while visiting his sister's home in Denver in 1917. His wife Louisa stated that it was his wish to be buried on Lookout Mountain, overlooking Denver. Where Buffalo Bill is laid to rest saw a lot of controversy at the time. Most of the controversy comes from the people of Cody, Wyoming, and Cody's niece, Mary Chester Allen, who after the death of Buffalo Bill's wife Louisa Cody, claimed that Denver officials had conspired to have Buffalo Bill buried on Lookout Mountain. Originally, he had stated that he wanted to be buried in Cody, Wyoming, where his legacy is deeply rooted. The people of Cody wanted him to be buried near his close friends, Goldie Griffith and Johnny Baker. On June 3, 1917, Buffalo Bill was buried on Lookout Mountain. Today, in order to make sure no one disturbs his remains, he is buried under tons of concrete. Louisa, who married Cody before he became famous, was buried next to her husband in 1921, 4 years after his death. That same year, Johnny Baker, a close friend and unofficial foster son to Cody, opened the Buffalo Bill Memorial Museum on Lookout Mountain near his gravesite. As you move through the museum, you will see highlights of the chapters of his life from childhood to death. These highlights include his relationship with Native Americans, his time with the Wild West show, and deeper looks into the lives of people like Annie Oakley, Sitting Bull, and Johnny Baker. Artifacts include the Stetson hat worn by Cody at the last performance before his death and his campaign desk. Items from other people in his life include a peace pipe that belonged to Sitting Bull, Irontail's headdress, and the saddle worn by Cody's favorite horse. You'll even see a life-size buffalo. Beyond celebrating his achievements, the museum also explores the complexity of his legacy. It confronts the often romanticized portrayal of the American West, addressing the historical realities of westward expansion, conflicts with Native American tribes, and the impact of colonialism on indigenous people. Moreover, the museum serves as a platform for exploring broader themes of American identity, cultural representation, and the ongoing dialogue between myth and reality in shaping our collective understanding of the past. In addition to its permanent exhibits, the Buffalo Bill Museum frequently holds special events, educational programs, and temporary exhibits that further enrich the visitor experience and foster a deeper appreciation for Buffalo Bill's enduring legacy. You can even hear his voice introducing the Wild West show and the Buffalo Bill Farewell March, played during the 1912 performance season. While you're there, you must visit the observation deck, which offers breathtaking panoramic views of the Rocky Mountain Front Range, Denver, and the Great Plains. You'll be able to soak in the natural beauty that once captivated Buffalo Bill himself, gaining a deeper appreciation for the rugged terrain and the expansive vistas that define the American West. It's a tranquil vantage point where visitors can reflect on the legacy of Buffalo Bill while immersing themselves in the awe-inspiring scenery that surrounds them. The museum has a small fee and receives over 80,000 guests annually. The grave and the observation deck are free to visit, and over 500,000 people visit it every year.